All right, so I am part of a I'm part of a draft league where we picked Smash Bros characters, and it's a lot of fun. I'm excited to show what we've done. So at the bottom you can see my squad for this week is Sonic, Greninja, Banjo, K. Rool, and Incineroar. And my opponent picked, and each one of these characters is from a different tier. So it's a very, very cool draft league that we've been working on. I'm going to show some of the other characters, and I'm also going to show you my brother, who is going to be talking about this with us too. So
How's it going?
yeah, his name is Ditto, and he has. You can say who you have.
Yeah, I got the top left corner up there. I'm first seed, definitely not listed by alphabetical order. I got Pokemon Trainer Pichu, Mewtwo, DK, and Kirby. Probably my best character is Pichu amongst that roster. I have recently actually traded Mewtwo for Steve since he was open and available, and I just have a lot of fun playing it. So, yeah.
And he's cool. And so here's our weekly schedule. As you can see, my first week I am up against Orangus, so that's going to be cool. After that, we're going to look at these videos and we're just going to watch. And the goal for these videos is, one, to have fun, and then the other goal is just to like kind of see what could we do different and like changes we could make. So Austin's planning on posting some of his videos too. I mean, ditto. Definitely not Austin.
I had struggles recording my first two sets of matches, so I'll get the next ones up as it gets going here.
All right, so first things first, we're going to go over to the videos and we're just going to watch Incineroar versus King DDD. And we decided to go to small battlefield. Oh no, we just went to regular battlefield. I chose Incineroar because I said, you know what, small stage, I could get some hits in. So we're going to fade over to this one.
Daddy also picked Incineroar because it's his, if you guys actually go back on his channel, you can see an Incineroar montage video that's pretty entertaining. But he's been playing Incineroar for a long time, so it was the first pick. I almost stole it away from him in the draft, but I didn't want to be the worst brother ever. So
it's okay. I would have understood, but yeah, Incineroar's probably, him and Banjo are probably my two mains, and then K. Rool with his cheese just carries me too. So we're gonna watch this video now. All right, so I got hit by that Gordo twice, and I was just like, this is bad. So already at 42%, like 2 seconds into the match, and fighting for stage control.
I wasn't too concerned about King DDD in the matchup, but he looks like he plays him pretty well, actually.
I do think King DDD is probably his best. His like Discord picture was a King DDD, so it's like 103% in, but luckily as Incineroar, you're never out until the game is over, because you just smack them and they're at 54.
Yeah, that was pretty nice, actually. Got the damage rebuttal. Plus, it looks like he's struggling to find a way to kill you. He's just edge guarding for the most part, just trying to keep playing, push you off the side.
Yeah.
But Incineroar's got a deceptively good recovery, I feel like.
I don't know if it's good, but you can mix it up at least.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can recover really low, so he's just kind of praying that a Gordo actually collides with you.
That's fair. And already like that, we've already switched it up completely. It's back in our favor. I was terrified there, but you know what? Now I'm in the lead, so. And I'd say I'm not giving that lead up easy. Yeah, he was like, I'm going to break your shield with just the crouch attack.
The first thing I'm seeing so far is maybe not playing distance enough, because I feel like you could get, a lot of free revenge stacks off those Gordos.
Yeah, I do think that part of it was like the online lag made it a little bit difficult to connect to the revenges accurately, but I wanted to go for revenge there, but I was like, I don't want to be pushed off so early.
Nice.
So already this match is like taking a drastic turn. And then you gotta love it. The big cheese lariat. Or the big Alolan whip.
79 at the edge. Nice.
I just keep going for that soft nair.
I know, yeah. It's just the down tilt and the neutral air.
It just puts him in such a bad spot.
It really does.
And then I know that the fear is in him, so I'm just like, I'll just give him another 50%. Incineroar, like when you play against him, you don't even have to play against the character. You just have to play against the fear. Like if you stay calm, you can win. But if you give into the fear, it's over.
Yeah, with Pichu, I'm very used to that. You're just constantly living life on the edge.
Well, I love that matchup because it's like both characters are gonna die after one hit, and then fingernails to the head, and it's over.
Nice.
So I felt like
All
that
right.
was
So you got
that
two
one.
KOs off the fingernails, forward tilt, and one off the Alolan Whip. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
The one at, what was that, 150% full stage?
yeah, it just
Forward.
the forward. Well, he was like right at the edge. He was like right here at 142. But
Oh, no, I meant the first one where you hit him off the other way.
I don't remember where that was in the video. But yeah, no, fingernails kill super early, especially with revenge.
Yeah, that's surprising.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next video. After he saw that, he said, "You know what? I want a little more momentum," and he chose Yoshi. Or I had to choose my character first because I won, so I chose FD. I chose FD, and then I chose Banjo, and he counterpicked me with Yoshi, and that actually feels like an awful matchup for me because like Yoshi has really high aerial momentum and can get like vertical distance, and Banjo's projectile game all is really like grounded. So like I mean everything you do arcs down. You can throw grenades up, but like Yoshi can get in on you pretty easily.
Yeah, I feel like Yoshi's a pretty good pick here. I understand why he'd go with Yoshi too. Kind of, thinking between Incineroar and Banjo. Both those aren't bad matchups for Yoshi by any means.
Yeah, no, it was a fun. The first set was fun, and it definitely he had a lot of early momentum. So as a player, I was a little worried that he was gonna be a really big threat for that round, and it kind of just shifted into my favor, and I didn't let go of that momentum. So we're gonna.
Hey, Park.
What's
It's listed as Daddylonglegs Yoshi and Orangus Banjo at the bottom of the screen.
Yep, I wrote that in.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's backwards.
It's flipped. Yeah, not a big deal, but I just want to let you know. I think it's between first and second place.
Yeah, I can change that. That's easy change.
Yeah, we'll fix it in the future.
All right, I can fix it right now, but I'll just change. I'll do it while the video's playing. All right, so we'll start the video and then I'll get that changed. Thanks for letting me know, though.
Oh, you're fine.
All right.
This is when you tell your editor to fix it in post, and then it just doesn't get fixed.
Come on, editor. Who is me?
Yes.
I bet it'll flip like everyone too.
Oh yeah. Nice. Ooh.
All right, and it's a first to 5. I don't know if we said that or not.
Oh yeah, I don't think we did actually. Yep, first to 5 wins. So not best 3 out of 5 or anything like that. There's actually we can go up to 9 games per round.
Get real intense.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, it's pretty even, and I'm sweating a little bit because I mean I'm losing Wonder Wings, and he's just getting more.
He just threw his egg through that grenade and took 0 damage.
I didn't see that though.
That was kind of interesting. Yeah, it was like I don't know how that worked.
So right here, I was like, I knew I could catch his jump because I was like, he's gonna jump to get away from everything. That's the other thing too. You can't really gimp Yoshi super easily with my like weak projectiles.
Yeah, just because you gotta hit him through that upward recovery on his flutter kick.
And then I'm out of feathers, so I'm like,
Wonder Wings.
I'm gonna stay in my shield because I'm
Fake
terrible.
out prat fall, just trip and fall on the floor.
The big brain.
Back.
I'm like, I'm just
the
gonna.
true big brain Banjo plays. Oh, that was nice. He dropped the grenade.
Yeah, I Z dropped and then I accidentally clicked it again, so I air dodged away. At this percent, I don't really think you can get a follow up from a Z drop that close.
Nice. It looks like he's struggling to get in with your grenades, though. Even though he is very aerial, like he's got to come down at some point. Nice.
Yeah, and that's a big part of this matchup, just catching the landing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, all I can do here is get extra percent on the board.
Yeah, I love that you're covering all your options, too, with the grenade. You kind of, run in right on top of it, so you can throw your shield up if you need to, but otherwise, hopefully get a grab or something, let it bounce off.
What I'm noticing he's doing a lot is he's just kind of landing with a dare again a lot, so it keeps getting punished by the grenade. Like, I've gotten 76 on him already, and it's like the only damage I took was my own. Until...
I know, right there, yeah. You almost put him in a position to get the KO.
Yeah. This is the battle of the eggs.
Seriously. Oh, no.
That was really unfortunate.
Well, it happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does happen to the best of us.
One of my first Pichu matches, I totally missed the ledge on accident. Getting used to that input delay.
I love that he just uses Kazooie as a sword. Like, he just stabs them with his best friend. He is good at, like, getting out of disadvantage with Yoshi.
Yeah, he really is. I think he's just kind of lacking follow-up. Like, he can get in on you and get a couple hits, but he hasn't had any combo strings, it feels like.
And that's the nice thing about Banjo, too, because there's always something lying around, so it's like they don't feel like they can fully commit to things.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
Just beat him up.
That was just disrespect right there.
Well, it wasn't. Oh no, I run off here because I thought he was gonna die, and I tried to gentleman and save him, and then it ended up being my own death. I didn't want him to go like that, and then it just sometimes it goes that way.
Never underestimate your opponent.
That was a lesson, because as you'll see what happens. I underestimated Yoshi's side B too, and then he parries Wonder Wing, and I just start to sweat. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have underestimated that, because we're really close. Like, Yoshi at ledge could probably forward smash me, but then I connect the Wonder Wing, and that's that.
Yeah,
So,
I was getting closer at the end there. You did have the lead, though.
Yeah. So
That's 2 wins for Daddylonglegs.
Yeah. I noticed that he was doing dare a lot, so that was something that my opponent could do to adjust his Yoshi play, because it's against Banjo, you're not getting in like directly from the front. If you go around the back, that'll make things easier. All right, got some YouTube suggestions there. All right, and then we're gonna also you can watch Animaniacs. Hulu's paying me to recommend that. It is. Have you seen it?
A good chunk of it, yeah.
It's good. It's
very
good.
entertaining.
I like it. The songs have been stuck in my head. So I'll change those names over in just a second, and now we're at 2 for me, so that's exciting.
So, for everybody, I know we didn't mention earlier, it was first to 5 wins takes it. You actually can also only get 2 wins per character. So when you're watching right now, like Daddylonglegs would only be able to take 2 wins off of Banjo. So the fact that he's swapping every round kind of gives him a lot of room to still play with, because if he stuck Banjo this round, got another win on off of Wolf here, then Banjo's no longer on his list of characters he could use, which kind of makes it more difficult going forward. So a lot of people are like, oh, you play Draft League, yeah, you've got 5 characters to choose from. Wouldn't you only play 1 or 2 that are like your best characters? The 2 wins per character kind of makes it a little bit more balanced there.
Yeah, so you have to use a bare minimum of 3 characters. So I thought that rule was pretty cool. It made it so that it wasn't just like, oh, I'm good with 1 character, I'm going to win this whole league. You have to be good with at least 3. Because I have watched some other people's matches in the spectator mode, and I've seen them go through, like, they use their main, they get their 2 wins, and then they just cannot do anything after that. So
yeah.
All right, so this next match, we decided to go to FD. Well, he decided to go to FD, and then I chose K. Rool, and he's like, I'm going to counter you with Wolf. And we'll see how it goes. Let's start this bad boy up. And I was starting to worry when he was playing patiently, but then I was like, oh, I could just reflect this.
Reflect floors.
See, that's when it becomes... The Wolves just have to hold the reflector down constantly when you have a reflector of your own. Because K. Rool couldn't do it more than once.
No.
Then you get the Skadoosh, the Kung Fu Panda in there.
I didn't think that was going to connect. Oh, that was close with the side B there. I
love that gun.
Do you know what percentage you have to be at to launch them into the cannonball after you fired it?
It's inconsistent, but I like that.
Yeah, that was a good one. You knew that was coming.
I knew he was going to get hit with a crowd too, and I was just like, I want this.
Nice.
I think that was probably not optimal DI there, but I don't know. K. Rool hits like a truck.
Nice. Man. Yeah, he's having a hard time with you. With K. Rool, like, whenever I play against your K. Rool, you really got to take a step back and kind of just, like, play reactively more than proactively. Because with K. Rool, if you're trying to jump in ahead of time and he's already got a projectile up on the field, like, you're going to have a hard time. He's almost always going to at least trade with you.
Yeah. If you're just going in head first, K. Rool's going to win. That's why people thought he was good at the beginning of the game, because it was just kind of like you learn how to play it. But
yeah,
then
you really got to be reactive. You can't hold that indefinitely, can you?
You used to be pretty. It used to be that, but like he can hold it for like 2 to 3 seconds now. Like he can't hold it forever, but it's a decent amount of time.
Yeah. It's such a good cover for the get up. Like it kind of puts them in a position where
They just kind of are like, what do I do?
it's like to react to them no matter what they choose because they can't roll or attack.
Yeah, it's more scary than anything. I love the skadoosh. But what I was gonna say is, when you get sucked in by that wind box, though, you can make it so your hitbox on your ledge attack is further than it normally is too.
I know you love to call K. Rool's Reflect skadoosh. Is that copyright by Kung Fu Panda at all?
Kung Fu Panda will pay me to use it. Don't worry. But yeah, that one, I think there was two instances of not optimal DI, just down tilt into forward smash killed it. What percent? He was 38. Goodbye. I don't think that. I think that wasn't true.
He could have struggled out of there.
Yeah, he could have. I mean, it was down tilt into forward smash at 38. He could have probably mashed out. But I mean, it was.
That round was clean though.
It was yeah, 3-0 for the K Rool, so that was good. Online K Rool, sometimes that's how it goes. And I think we've switched names and sides every single time so far. So
yep, you gotta remember to be the first one in the lobby next time when you're joining the tournament or the arena.
Yeah, that we'll just be consistent next time. So live and learn.
Probably easier to always be second, but no big deal.
So if you were to recommend something for my opponent against K Rool, since you've had enough K Rool experience of yourself, what would you recommend for them?
Retaliate against K Rool?
Yeah.
Well, I would say first off, definitely you have to play proactively, and if you don't have a character with any projectiles, like it's not that you need projectiles, but I think it's about more of like the slow approach. Kind of just like you got to shield. Like if the crown comes out, you got to go in the air basically. Otherwise, you got to shield it when it's coming on the way back, because the silly thing about the crown is even if you guard it, it goes through you and then comes back into you again, basically, right? So you got to really play reactively. Wait for K. Rool to make a move so you can jump over him and land that overhead, something like that.
Yeah, like if you watch, he keeps his hand out for like it looks like 2 days. Let's just find an instance of me throwing the crown. I mashed that button.
Yeah,
so
it's long. It's obviously like he's beatable. It's not like he's unbeatable, but you have to play reactively. You have to let K. Rool make a mistake. Kind of play slow initially so you can get in on him and then keep the pressure up. Because he has a counter and a few other options here, but really, as long as you can get in on him, he's still a heavy, and any heavy character is going to have a hard time when they start getting bodied by, I play Pichu, so if I can actually get in on K. Rool, once I do get in there, then he's going to cry. Yeah,
it's just game over. But yeah, when you look at it, he throws the crown out and he keeps his hand, it lingers out there. So if you bait out the crown throw, even though he has armor, you can kind of just beat him up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Or even Wolf there could have reflected the crown back at you and gone for the ledge grab or something, He was already in a place of disadvantage at that point, but yeah. That's
true. Yeah, that reflector is very valuable in that matchup. All right, so I decided to strike. I can't remember exactly what my strikes were. He opted for Pokemon Stadium 2. And I chose to go Banjo again. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna go King DDD. And before the match starts, his best is King DDD. It is really good. He is really good with it.
Yeah, we saw that in the first match.
But I knew going into this matchup that I feel like this has got to be Banjo favored, because even Blue Egg sends Gordo back, and my opponent has to adapt. And his DDD is good, but we'll see how it goes. Okay.
Blue Egg sends Gordo back.
Yeah, everything sends Gordo back. You can regular Grenade sends it back. Blue Egg sends it back. So it's Banjo has complete Gordo. Zoning control.
# free melee. # buff Gordo.
And then when it does get hit like that, it becomes mine too. So it's even if it goes the wrong way.
That was a quick one. You don't have the speed turned up on this, do you? It looks fast.
Nope, it's just normal speed. Also, I like how he sucks. That, and you can double up your projectile so he can't even reflect them. I thought I was gonna catch the top of him there.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, I should have gone for ledge, but
I was gonna say he really has to be careful just throwing Gordos out there off the ledge,
especially when Banjo can just Wonder Wing and say,
yeah, you can reflect him back with almost everything. So I think he really should be waiting for you to return and going for grab combos or something.
Yeah.
Or even, can he suck you up if you Wonder Wing?
Yeah, it's a grab, so he wins that interaction.
Okay, I was going to say, yeah, I would just start inhaling as soon as you see Banjo sparkle.
I started mashing there a little bit. I was just like, I'm just gonna clog some airspace here. And at 167, he's probably not getting out, or 140, whatever.
Yeah,
it
definitely
was.
not.
The blue eggs are generous too when it comes to getting hit by that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good air dodge to get out of just the crud on the screen with Banjo. He just takes up so much space.
Oh man, it sends it back quick too.
Yeah. That was a bad Wonder Wing.
Oh, nice. That was a good job right there. But
It was a really good catch by him.
Hammer and like, there's so many ways to shut that down. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah. I'm recording something with Parker right now. Sorry.
All right. So he gets back from the ledge pretty pain-free. I'm just gonna harass you with gun. At this point, I'm like, my stock it's 100 against DDD. I have no Wonder Wings left. If I get any damage, it's a good time. I do like how he pressured shield with up tilt there, though.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. He's making a few good plays here. I think he's just kind of in a state of distress because you have the lead against him, you know?
Yeah.
So like, he's definitely making some sloppy plays that he could avoid.
And we played some friendlies after this too, and he showed how powerful his DDD is. It's a threat.
Yep.
So, but after this round, I'm not allowed to use my Banjo anymore because if I win, it would be 2 wins.
Mm-hmm.
And DDD's just showing how thick he is. He's playing a little bit more patient, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as soon as he slowed it down, you could tell there was a little bit of, whoa, what was that?
The Gordo got hit by the grenade on the wrong side, so it amplified going the opposite way. Okay, good.
I think at this point, too, he's not playing risky enough. He's still just throwing Gordos off the ledge. He should be chasing you off stage. Like, he's got a stock deficit. He needs to bring it back heavy. Like here, jump forward air, something, because... yeah, Banjo can spit out those grenades, but like if you approach him from the right angle, or sometimes you can just clobber straight through it. You'll take the trade, but you'll get a kill, you know?
Yeah, and it's one of those things too where it's like Banjo versus Hammer. Like Kazooie's a disjoint, but the Hammer's so much bigger that you'll probably outrange him, and you might not even need to take a trade.
Against like, oh man.
That's what we call a big read.
There you go, right there. That was pretty good, actually, on his part.
Yeah, even though it's a bad matchup, he's like, I'm not going down without fighting. I'm going to swing.
My thought process is he should probably be sucking up and sending back more of your projectiles and maybe only shooting Gordos out when he's up off, like when he gets hit off stage. Because he's got free time to kind of send them out when he's falling back from the ledge. But aside from that, every single Gordo he sent at you that was on the ground, you just return to him to take damage. So
yeah, I really didn't have a reason not to keep clicking just like eggs and grenades and everything.
Yeah.
Because
and that's totally fine. Like it's you know, you're playing for points here, but
what I was gonna say though is when he did try and reflect it, he realized that the grenade and the egg overlap a lot. So if you suck in one, you get hit by the other. So it's kind of just like it's really, I feel like it's Banjo favored. The only thing that I would...
We need Kirby mechanics. You can suck up 2 objects at once and spit them out like a crystal.
Well, it should just be like...
Let him hit his own Gordos with the hammer like we fit with the volleyball.
That would be really interesting.
That'd be cool. That'd be a cool mechanic. Because then at least he could do silly stuff with it.
It would be really funny if he could just keep his mouth open indefinitely, and then when you let go, he spit everything out at once. Like, you just put a Thoron in there, you put everything in there, and then just, like, he vomits it all back at once. That'd be really funny. But what I do think he could have done is, just go off stage. His disjoints are bigger than Banjo's disjoints, so like if I was off stage, as long as he could read where I was recovering from, I think he could punish it pretty easily.
Yeah, I get that.
And is the last one the same?
Final round. So you got 4 wins now, right?
Yep, it's 4, and I can't use Banjo anymore, so I opt to go for Incineroar, who I think my Banjo and Incineroar are about at the same level, I'd say. Maybe Banjo's, I don't know, it's a matchup thing at this point. Alright, so it's 4-0. First week, I'm feeling pretty good about myself at 4-0 currently. And then he opts to go Rosalina, and we take it to Battlefield.
Nice. I like the Rosalina pick. I used to play her a lot in Smash 4, but I just haven't had the time to get back into her. She takes a lot of muscle memory and kind of knowing situational awareness.
Yeah, you have to be really aware of what's going on. I think it's a really cool character that I'm surprised how little we see, but I think it's probably just because how difficult it is to play her.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have experience in this matchup, and Incineroar, as long as you can smack Luma off the stage, you're gonna have a good time.
Nice, right there going for the back.
I went to go for the little bit of the insult. I was like, I know the Luma's dead, but I want to go for it.
Ooh.
I love
Nice.
Incineroar.
Just Nair.
Yeah, Nair does your taxes. It'll do everything for you. And then, oh, I messed that up. Online, it gets a little tricky to do it. So, and look at
You can't land every Alolan whip.
you can't land them all. Darkest Lariat not only hit and stopped Rosalina, but it slapped Luma backwards too. I was like, you know what? No Luma. See, there's Nair. Just does your taxes.
Yeah, I'm wondering if like a air dodge to the stage and then going after a down air on Incineroar would be the smart play there.
It might have been.
Yeah, like because I've seen you drop off the ledge once or twice like that now. So because I know Incineroar, like you said earlier, yeah, his recovery's not that amazing. You know,
Yeah.
Revenge. Oh.
I wanted revenge. Throw her up.
I was waiting for one because he had
He did it like
up there like 3 times.
Yeah. And here's the thing about this matchup. I'm 90% sure that if you connect with Luma with Revenge, you just lose it. So I was like trying to get. Yeah, the uppy explosion's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Nice.
and
I'm sorry. Did you say you pop Luma if you Revenge hit it?
No, well, you probably will, but if you hit it with Revenge, your Revenge gets expended. Like it's gone. If you hit Duck Hunts like people, if you hit anything that has a hurt box, then you're gonna lose your Revenge. But sometimes you get both of them, like I did there with that forwarder.
Mm-hmm.
And this is feeling pretty wrapped up. It's feeling pretty good.
Yep.
I was like, "Where is he going?" I wanted to save it, but it didn't work out.
Almost got the 3 stock.
It was close. I got it as K Rool, so that felt really good.
Yeah.
I love Luma when he's like falling through the air, and then he's just like, "Where am I?" Like back. Oh, yep. Can't get those whips online.
Yeah, I think this Rosalina's like, yeah, you kind of do have to play with Luma as a helper. Like I know you've taken Luma out quite a bit, but
yeah,
it doesn't seem like they're too familiar with Rosalina.
Well, as you saw in that last doc, they really started to be aware of what to do with Luma and just like position me out. And Incineroar just hits so hard that even at low percents or like with little damage, he's just like, okay, goodbye Luma. I like what his thought was there about just like, I'm gonna smack Incineroar down out of the recovery.
Yep.
But Incineroar's going for it.
You gotta start going for things.
Yep, grab strips the revenge.
Nice.
I'm like, I just want to kill Luma first, and then you get the whip, and then the problems are over. And so that ends our first week, and our first week was up against Orangus, and it was 5-0. So I felt pretty good about that week. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was a nice one. And who are you playing next after this?
So after this, what we're doing is my next match is against Human Person, and I've played him a lot, and we're pretty evenly matched. He's probably like the person I play against the most just for fun. And the fun thing about his roster is he is over here and he is Human Person, and it says he's got Samus, Piranha Plant, Villager, and Dark Pit. But the big mystery here is he's got random too, so he could play anything. We could see a mirror match. It'll
which is the funniest pick. What tier was random?
They're ordered by tier, so like the red one is tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And then so on.
Oh, that makes sense.
The Discord manager R2 put random as the middle tier because it's like you could get the best, you could get the worst. So it's gonna be fun. And so
if you guys noticed that Daddylonglegs has Greninja there, if you're Greninja fans, don't get too excited now. He doesn't play him too frequently, but maybe if you leave a comment below and you're nice about it, he might roll into it.
Teach me the ways of the frog. But yeah, so that's this week. So I had a lot of fun. Look forward to doing more in the future. It was good time.
Yeah, it was fun. It was very enjoyable. I'm gonna get my next matches recorded too, and I'll have you over there to help me with those recapping. I have a lot more to learn. I'm definitely not one of the best in this league, so
you're being modest. I know that like obviously it's not super easy the first week. You're shaking some of the rust off. It'll get better and better. And the goal is reflect and get better. This week it was not as easy to reflect on what we could do better because I mean I did very well, but I'm hoping that next week I get my butt kicked or I have a few rounds where I can learn a little bit more from them. So we'll see how it goes. Also, I get to do this now. Where is it? Hold on. Instead of 8th, we are now in. Oop. We are now in 4th.
Yeah.
And we could also change it from red, the scary color, to let's go like a. We'll do like a yellow.
Orange, yellow, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it like that. I'm pretty sure R2 said that the top 4 move on to. Well, actually, would I be 4th? There's 10 people. It'd be 5th. I misspoke. So we'll change that. We'll be 5th. I think he said the top 4 move on to like a double elim bracket or something at the end of the period. So that'll be cool. We'll see how that goes. All right, it's been fun. See you later.